Welcome back, Swifties. Today I'm checking out Better Man, live from the Bluebird CAF 2018. Now, I haven't heard this song before. Usually I check out the studio ones and then she blows me away with a great acoustic version. This is from Red, right? But was it one of the Vault tracks on Red? Fill me in on the details, but let's get into it anyway.
Got a little surprise. I was doing this solo thing, but I got a phone call from a friend of mine, somebody who I have known since day one. We actually did a charity show way back.
All right.
And this little girl got up, man, and she sang this song, and I was like, holy crap, who's that? And I went back to meet her, and she asked me for my autograph, and I was like, I wanted your autograph. So she called and asked to do this. And
nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for Taylor Swift?
Oh, that's cute, that little girl. Is she a little girl? Oh, I can't tell. Maybe she's an adult. Showing my age now, I guess. Everyone looks so young.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
How's this going?
It's picking up considerably.
Amazing.
In 2004,
This is
the
a nice
first
setting, isn't it?
time I ever met Taylor Swift was November 2nd. She said, hey, why don't you come and see me on Thursday night? I'm playing at the Bluebird.
Okay, so
This was the place where I...
So is this from a documentary of sorts or something? This is interesting. But this is the dude. Is this the dude who bought a Masters?
The first time I ever met Taylor Swift was November 2nd. She said, hey, why don't you come and see me on Thursday night? I'm playing at the Bluebird.
This was the
Well,
place
all's
where
well
I
that
played
ends well,
in a
right?
writer's
Just put
night
'em
when I
back.
was 14 years old, and the guy right in front of me was sitting literally right in front of me 13 years ago and gave me a record deal. When I first moved to Nashville, and even before that, I would come here and I would think that this was such a rare opportunity to see people who have written these songs in rooms up and down Music Row. But when I would play writers' nights in the round, I was playing songs that I knew I was going to be putting out and hopefully, like praying people would one day hear on the radio. I didn't have the experience of a writer writing something and then it going out into the world and you hearing it from someone else's voice and someone else's perspective and them putting their own spin on it until Little Big Town heard a song that I had written and they gave me that opportunity to feel that way. This is a song called Better Man. I know I'm probably better off on my own and loving a man who didn't know what he had when he had it. And I see the permanent damage you did to me. Never again, I just wish I could forget when it was magic. I wish it
She does the acoustic thing so well, doesn't she, man? Like the dynamic range just in a guitar playing, in the way she strums, the subtleties, you know, which probably aren't even that conscious, you know, but she just knows how to play the song so well, you know. I'm just in awe of her, really, you know, and I get it, man, you know. I mean, I've got it for ages, haven't I? But just wisdom beyond her years in her lyrics as well, isn't
I
there?
know I'm probably better off on my
Well, I mean, actually, she probably wrote this one, what, mid-20s or something, right?
Didn't know what he had when he had it. And I see the permanent damage you did to me. Never again, I just wish I could forget when it was magic. I wish it wasn't 4 a.m. Standing in the mirror saying to myself, you know you had to do it. I know the bravest thing I ever did was run. Sometimes in the middle of the night I can feel you
great sentiments, isn't it? I suppose she touches on, like, I find anyway, she touches on such universal subjects, like, even in the specificity of this being like about a relationship, about a guy, you know, it doesn't know what he's got. But it's like it's human. It's part of the human condition, isn't it? You know that often we don't know what we've got till it's gone. To quote Joni Mitchell, you know, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you've got till it's gone. The end of that song always really annoyed me, man. You know that squeakiness and then the deepness and then that laugh. Just really makes me feel weird. But anyway. Sometimes we don't know a good thing when we've got it right. But is that a youth thing? Maybe. I think I probably have suffered from that far too into my adulthood, you know. But probably part of that it was just remaining juvenile, you know, in general. But anyway, it's a universal thing, isn't it? A thing that I suppose a lot of us struggle with or have struggled with. What else was I forgot the point I was going to make. Well, that's an excuse to take it back, isn't it? Let's see if I can remember.
And I see the permanent damage you did to me. Never again, I just wish I could forget when it was magic. I wish it wasn't 4 a.m. standing in the mirror saying to myself, you know you had to do it. I know the bravest thing I ever did was run.
So that was it. It's the idea of missing things, you know, or giving things up, and that like juxtaposition, I suppose, of missing things that ain't good for you, know, or weren't good for you, you know, or sometimes we do tend to romanticize the past, don't we? I've done that with bands, I guess, with friends, with relationships, romanticizing things, and you get upset about things when they're over, don't you? You know, and sometimes I suppose with good reason, but especially if things haven't ended well, like why do we tend to ignore uncomfortable things? Is that what it is? Do we? Maybe that's a part of it, isn't it? Is ignoring uncomfortable things, ignoring red flags and stuff like that. Especially, I suppose, if you're an optimistic. I'm an extremely optimistic person, you know, which hasn't really served me well, I suppose, overall. Oh, has it? I've always had the belief, you know, that things are going to get better one day, you know. But the danger, I suppose, with that is sometimes it is maybe prevented me from taking action when I should have been taking action. Because I still believe, you know, things are getting better, you know, now. Every day, you know, I'm getting better in every way, I think, overall, you know. There's ups and downs, but in general, I'm aiming up and I'm moving up, you know. But yeah, I've lost my train of thought again. Let's just press play, eh?
Sometimes in the middle of the night I can feel you again. But I just miss you and I just wish you were a better man. I know I had to say goodbye like the back of my head. But I just miss you and I just wish you were a better man. Better man.
I guess we're willing to put up with, like, things not being great a lot of the time for a little bit of magic, aren't we?
But I just miss you and I just wish you were a better man.
But I guess there needs to be balance and growth, doesn't there, you know, from both of you. Willingness to improve, willingness to guide each other and encourage each other to improve, and realise your own the ways you can be better yourself, I guess.
That is a good song. That is a good song.
Yeah, it is a good song, man. It's really belted out good as well, doesn't she, man? Yeah, that was fun, man. Cool. So this is on the vault tracks of Red, isn't it? I'm doing Speak Now at time of recording. Speak Now over on Patreon. Might do Red next. Might do one of the others. We'll see. But I was doing the originals anyway. I did the originals with Speak Now because I started to do the Taylor's version, and I just, after reading the liner notes, I needed to hear, you know, her at that age, you know, recording those things, you know. But now she's got a master's back. You can listen guilt-free, can't you? You know, so I'll probably do the originals. Well, we'll do the originals of the other albums, and then do the vault tracks on the end of that, you know, or something like that. But anyway, link in description if you want to check out my Patreon. Thanks for joining me, guys. Love to. Yeah, have a great week. Aim up. See you soon.